Oh my gosh, this stupid camera works. So hey everybody, Joe Kid here, and I'm looking at the back side of my garden. Other side's over there, but here's where I keep some of my fruit trees out of the wind. It's not really a greenhouse, but it lets the light in and it kind of keeps the wind down from burning up the trees. That's about a 10-11 year old lemon tree with a great big weed I got to pull out of it. All of the containers have weeds in them. And in the middle of the winter, I didn't pull any of the weeds because I thought for frost protection, that I don't know if that's good or bad. This is actually an orange tree. You can see there's critters eating it. This lemon tree right here was full of these leaves. Then we had 3 or 4 sub-zero nights, and all the leaves fell off. There's leaves all over the ground. This would look worse, but I already ran the blower, and so now there's leaves all over, around my trailer, everywhere, around that. Look at that lazy dog. Hi, Doobie. Oh, and Dobrecindo is out there too. Hey, big buddy, how you doing? So, what I'm doing today, this is a lime tree. We picked in November, late November, we picked 50 limes off this tree. It's still leaning, it's full of weeds. What I'm doing today though is aquaponics related. I started pulling all these strawberries out because these beds are so full of fish crap. All my tubes, I mean the pump that comes up and feeds the tubes is totally clogged. I might as well disconnect it. So I need to do a spring cleaning. I need to clean out all these dead strawberries, do some weeding. I grew some weed in this thing last year, and now there's a orphan tomato, and I guess we'll keep that. I shook out this pump and got this thing just to flow, although I know the filter is totally clogged. And then when you get up here, I'm cleaning the rock on this actually with a cement mixer, and then feeding all my plants on the other side. But look down in here really close. This is the bell siphon where the water naturally ebbs and flows. But if you see, it's so muddy. That's basically fish poop, fish emulsion. And the darkness of this water is that too. This went up to the line. You can see there's a line around the edge. And I have a 32-gallon garbage can almost full of the rock that filled this, and I'm still not done. So what I do is I fill up a 5-gallon bucket of rock, throw it in the cement mixer, and then I rinse it. I drop it out. Look at this little bird right here. Anyway, I drop the rock out, and then I go feed other trees. This bed is still full of old strawberries, but since the way this aquaponics system works, I have not hardly made any strawberries that are edible out of this system. What I have done is made about 100 billion starts of strawberries, including they go out on the ground and they send shoots all over. If you look straight down, you might see some fish. These guys just got fed, so they're not going to be up very close. My wife says blah 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 blah. Hi, gardening lady, you're going to help, right?
Yes.
And Dober's very happy. So yeah, I put the meat there for barbecue later. Okay, well, foo-foo on her. So I have 2 beds that share this white piece of pipe. The reason there's a big upswing on this one was because I didn't have a cap and I needed to shut it off for today. But you can see there's a lot of fish poop, so I'm feeding everything else in the yard off of fish poop. This tree, although it just got hit by frost, is probably going to come back. This orange tree is funny. If you look back here, it's got a lot of leaves. But if you look here, right where the wind comes around the corner really cold, is where it's like burnt, which is strange. This is a little lime tree. That's lemon, orange, lime, another very old lemon, and some other crap out there. Let's take a little tour here. So here's my operation. What I'm doing is taking a 5-gallon bucket of rock, putting it in the mixer, and then I dump it out into a 5-gallon bucket, and then I feed everything out here, which the bucket's somewhere around. and it takes about 3 spins of this machine before I dump it into this container. And then you can see there's some holes in the bottom of the container. So I dump a final rinse into this container. Then this is all the rock that came out of that empty bin of the aquaponics system. There's some peppers in here. There's one very mature manzano up there. This bed here is completely full of debris and weeds. It needs to be updated. Faba beans. Everything here just had a big drink of fish water. I need to clip off all the dead stuff. This is 2 raspberry plants. Fig tree, apple, pear, apple, I don't know what else. And some other drought resistant plants. But pretty much everything has a layer. You can see how the dirt has this layer. It's a fish poop layer. So that's pretty much that. That's what's happening on the front end. If I get deeper into the greenhouse, there's ants in everything. Ants have taken over. This is a lemon tree. Oh, look at this little snail. Well, this is what I do. Drop kick. I hate snails. Anyway, this tree actually was a branch I stuck in some root tone off of one of the other lemon trees out back. And it started a whole new tree. This one's a lemon grapefruit kind of hybrid, but as you can see, it's about to flower out. And then I went in here, and as you can see by the sludge, how thick it is, that the fish water really covers stuff. Look at this. It's what day is this? March 10th or some crap? And I got a tomato I can pick. Kind of strange. Here's next season's tomatoes. This is like an 80-gallon oval container I've used for about 3 years running now. We usually put 2. It looks like there's 3 in now. And these are all tomatoes we've recycled from last year. Right there, those are the big peppers our brother-in-law Fermin grows, and we got some. And they're kind of taking over these containers. But I believe the tap roots, I don't want to move them because the tap roots are down through the whole foot deep of gravel and finding water somewhere. Because even if we don't water, you see the bird? Even if we don't water, they still seem to produce. Right now they're not flowering, but we got a crap load of peppers off of them like a month and a half ago. And I don't really see any flowers now. They're kind of vegging. But I think we need to tie them up again because these suckers are about to really produce. This is a beautiful pepper plant. And you know, if all my Thai chilies die, I don't really care. If these things keep going and they're producing, we use the heck out of the peppers that come off of those. So that's pretty much the inside. We have lemongrass. My wife uses lemongrass all the time. There's a few plants all over the place that like that. Here's some Thai chilies. This plant might come back. I don't know. It looks like it's pretty dead. A lot of stuff going on here at the Wagner garden. Here's the back side of the greenhouse. Here's another of the same pepper. Here's one that's actually in the ground. And you can see it's got this stalk. I mean, it touches, we need to tie it up because it touches the roof of the greenhouse when it's dry. And now back to the back side of the rock. This is my, this garbage can leaks is why I'm using it. It's got a couple holes in the bottom, so I could actually hose it a few more times and really make for sure the fish poop sediment and all my runoff is going into this garden bed. Over there, I have no idea what I planted. It was a whole like 2 fistfuls of seeds of all this like survival pack seeds of crap. I have no idea what all those plants are. It's like a huge seed dump. So if something cool comes out of it, we'll separate it or kill it or something. I don't know. Thai chilies here. Dead plant. Yeah, one of the girls at one of the Thai places in town told me that a Thai chili can grow for 4 seasons is about the limit. And that's about how old that is. There's that Manzano pepper again. And there's one down here too. Where are you? Where are you, little buddy? Ah, there's 2. I'm picking those suckers. Oh, 3. No, that's one of the, some of those are tomatoes. Oh, there we go. 2 Manzano peppers, a couple tomatoes. And this is like the first third of the month of March, so we're still harvesting some of the late season stuff. And that's cool. Anyway, thanks to this $139 cement mixer, and I'm using some 5-gallon buckets, and then I wash in that tote. I dump the final rinse in there, and then it rinses off into the garden down below. And then this is my rinse rock right here. You know, it ain't perfect, but why would I go buy new expanded clay if I could just rinse this off and then reuse it? I'm all about recycling. Here's a avocado, really tall and skinny. It just kind of sits here as kind of an orphan, wishing it had a home. Probably never produce a fruit. Anyway, I'm Joe. I'll see you guys on the next round of Joe's Gardening Updates. See ya.